Breaking news, court records indicate a Grand Chute supervisor was charged with a felony today. The count filed against Ron Wolf is described online as private interest contract private capacity. Court records indicate the offense date is May 4th of 2021. As Action 2 News first told you, back in that same year, a complaint was filed against Wolf by a fellow supervisor and former sheriff, which accused Wolf of living in Nichols instead of Grand Chute. More on what we know from those charges tonight on Action 2 News at 10.